Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name's Martyn Odell, aka the Legomme Chef, and welcome to Dish Up Disney, where I recreate famous dishes from Disney films. Now, if you look around the set, there are a couple of clues. It's a clue, this is a clue, this is a clue, this one's a clue. Let's have a look and see what's inside. Beauty and the Beast, and the food is the grey stuff.
And now, we invite you to relax. Let us pull up a chair as the dining room proudly presents your dinner.
We can watch the clip from the film where they talk about the grey stuff. It's an iconic moment. Here we go.
Be our guest. Be our guest. Put our service to the test. Tie your napkin round your neck, Sherry, and we
classic,
provide
innit?
the best. Soup to jour,
Soup.
hot hors d'oeuvre. Why, we only live to serve.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Try the grey stuff. It's delicious.
Try the grey stuff. That's not grey, that's not grey, that's not grey, that's not grey. So using my detective work, that is grey. We're going to be making that. Now, chef brain, kick in at some point, please. Grey things in food. Meaty liver. I've definitely cooked some grey livers in my life. Are we going sweet? There's red blobs there. There's a brown blob. I mean, you wouldn't have a plate of, what do they call them? Horses' duvers. Like mixed things with sweet and savoury. So we're gonna go grey savoury things. Egg, fish, meat. This is tricky. More minds are better than one. So we're gonna go and ask a few people, get their opinions. Maybe they'll have some wonderful wisdom for me, and then we'll come back and we'll try and recreate it. Wish me luck. All right, bye-bye. Right, so I'm at Borough Market. Now I've got a couple of ideas, but we're gonna speak to a couple of market traders and see if they have any better suggestions. So let's go have a look. Coles, I'm with you. My favourite treat shop in the whole of Borough Market, but we are trying to figure out what this is. This one just here, it says it's delicious.
The grey stuff?
Yeah.
I have something in mind immediately.
Okay.
It's right here, because I'm
Oh,
already...
the brain!
Yes, the blue brain.
This is one of the craziest cheeses that I know.
Ah!
Oh, look at it.
The shape's not there, but the colour is.
We should mush it together and just whip it.
Kind of.
Give a little tear. Coles, thank you so much.
Good luck on your cheese.
Oh. See you later, have a wonderful day.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Right, so Jeb, if you could pick something from the meat section, what would you make that with?
I reckon that is a Scotch pie with a bit of meringue on top.
A Scotch pie?
Scotch pie at the
Are we looking at the
bottom,
same one?
Yeah.
Well, it's called the grey stuff, so how would you make that grey?
Maybe with some cuttlefish ink. So we've got squid over here, we've got octopus over here.
Yeah.
And then obviously normally we sell cuttlefish ink. Just in little sachets like this.
Look at that.
That'll make that grey, definitely.
Mate, this is so left field, but brilliant. Thank you so much, Jed.
Thanks,
Legend,
fine.
you get back to
Take care.
work. I'm going to go and speak to someone else. Cheers, buddy. Logan, I am making this beautiful thing called the grey stuff, right? I've come to the conclusion it's got to be mushrooms.
Yep, that
Yeah?
definitely looks like it to me. Yeah, I would agree in that sense.
So you've got pretty much every mushroom under the sun here.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something to be grey.
If we go for grey in particular, honestly,
Yeah.
you can get away with a lot of stuff. You could get away with using something like a morel. Morels are a really lovely earthy mushroom in particular that
Yeah.
grow in the springtime season. And we try and get ours from places like Lithuania, Bulgaria.
Ooh.
And what you'll find is that these are very earthy and they can actually be blended down into a pate quite easily as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, will that go smooth?
Oh yeah, it should go smooth, yeah, definitely.
Okay.
And if you're looking for the best flavor humanly possible,
Okay, here we go.
I would definitely go with this lovely thing called a cep.
Oh,
This-
baby.
You probably already know what this is. This is by far and away the king of the mushrooms.
Yeah.
It goes by cep, goes by porcini, goes by penny bun, and they just have a very, very strong mushroomy flavor.
We're going ceps.
Thank you, mate. See you later.
So, back from Borough Market and we landed on mushrooms. It's gotta be a mushroom pate. We splashed out, we got some ceps, which are these beautiful things here, and then inside here is some morels. Yes. We thought this is quite a simple dish to sort of construct, but we want to give you more. So we're going to recreate a few other elements from the plate that came out, and there's some bits in the fridge. I'm just going to have a look at the picture for a little reference again. There's like a sausage wrapped in some kind of pastry, a cucumber sandwich, because you need a bit of colour, because everything's a bit grey. And then there's like a brown sandwich, and then we've got like a red blob on a cracker. So we've got a few bits in the fridge. I'm gonna crack on with one bit first. What we have here is some pre-made croissant dough. These things are fantastic for the breakfast, and we're just gonna create a couple of like easy strips. Don't want too much, take half of that, half again. And you take your sausage, nice and simple, roll it up straight through the middle. Look at that, that's a canapé. You get like a nice little smoky chorizo one. You could get one with caramelized onions. Numero uno complete. So let's pop these in the oven. So now we're gonna crack on for the main event, the grey stuff, which is the reason we're here. So these are some dried porcini mushrooms. We're just gonna soak them in a little bit of boiling water. And now we'll start with the base. We're gonna blitz this and make it into a nice, smooth paste. You don't have to go too fine with your dicing, but it's always good to make things consistent throughout. Run your knife down, turn it round, and then use your heel to chop through. So we're going straight in with butter, and then we're gonna go in with our shallot. There's two mushrooms that I forget, but one is a chestnut mushroom. When that grows, it turns into a flat mushroom or a portobello mushroom. So it's just the different stages of life. Oh. Come on, mate. I'm just gonna thinly slice this because it is gonna get blitzed. It's all right, don't panic. If you've gone and bought some mushrooms, obviously they come from the outside, the wild, and they might have some little bugs or some dirt inside. So just split them down. As I said, this is all gonna get blitzed, and you can have a little sneak peek, but these ones are actually looking pretty good. If they are a little bit mucky like that, you can just use the back of your knife, or if you wanna be really delicate, get a little brush. I'm just gonna drop these beautiful ceps in here, and then we'll take a couple of these morels, chop these up. These are absolutely insanely packed full of flavour, so don't be shy. Ceps and morels are quite expensive, but you can go and get some chestnut mushrooms or some portobellos or something like that, and they'll be absolutely delicious. These porcinis here, they've still got a bit of liquid in. We're gonna chuck everything in, and we're just gonna let that bubble away, turn the heat up, and that liquid will reduce anyway. It will kind of deglaze the little bits on the bottom of the pan. Nice fresh herbs. This is a beautiful bit of thyme here. Wrap your knife over and give that a nice season with some salt. We just let this cook away until they're nice and softened down. I'm gonna turn this off and just let them cool down a little bit while we sort the other stuff out. So we've got like a little pate sandwich. I know how to do that. A cucumber sandwich, I can do that. Here's our cucumber, here's our pate. Here's this. This is a little bit of red pepper tapenade, which looks amazing. Some bread now. We're gonna butter it. Should we butter it? Do we need to butter the bread? Should we butter the bread? Another bit of bread on top. Make off the ends. Rectangles. Make it actually square. There we go. Right. Ooh, I love pate. Right, cucumber sandwich. Nice little slices. Cream cheese. Big dollop of that on top. Fold you over. Oh, I'll definitely get sacked for doing packed lunches like this. Okay. Right. A little olive. Quite proud of myself. Right. A bit of tapenade. Let's go this one. A little blob. It's like a red pepper tapenade. And then we need our pièce de résistance. Okay, mushrooms in. We've got a bit of mascarpone, and then we've got cream cheese. And then we'll give this a whiz, and we'll hope for the best. There's that. Let's go get the sausages. One little sausage. So, have a little dib. That's pretty grey. I think we've done a good job there. I've got a piping bag, so I'm just gonna take off the end. Tuck it back behind your hand like this. Then all you have to do, dollop it in. Doesn't matter if you make a little bit of a mess. And then you just pull this bit back down like that. And then, right, so I'm just gonna pipe it round, just like that. Hey! That is the plate from Beauty and the Beast. Lumière, I think, will be unbelievably proud of me. Let's have a little go on this. This looks delicious. Lumière did not lie. The grey stuff is delicious. I'm gonna go enjoy these and I'll see you later. Right, bye. Thank you so much for watching Dish Up Disney. I've been Martyn Odell, the Legume Chef. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.